Let's just
Clap
do
it up.
Let's do a clapping podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Woo!
All right.
Hey, let's get the
Yeah,
energy up in here.
Just three awkward guys on a couch with mics for some reason.
These are three awkward guys on a couch.
Who are
for
these
some reason.
autistic motherfuckers talking to me about bullshit?
You know what I always find funny? That it's like if I'm at a show and like, you know, when they do that thing with some guy comes on stage like, let's make it real loud for you and blah blah blah, and like almost 100% of the time the guy is always like, nah, that's not good enough, people. Yeah, I'm always waiting for the one time when he was like, everyone claps and he's like, all right, that was good enough for me. Like, here's your next guy.
Yeah, that's not enough energy. I've seen that happen where the guy like he said, "Give it up." He's like, "Come on, guys, let him hear it." And then it's like no response. He's like, "Come on, guys, I know we can better than that." And then it'll be like,
Please.
like one clap, and he'll be like, "All right, there it is. We got it."
Something's better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah, I've seen dog shit ass shows and been a part of dog shit ass shows, and that happens.
My first show, I was obviously nervous in the back, but I was shitting bricks because the cold open was so bad that everyone in the club was confused. It's like, was this guy a part of it, or did he just like see the open mic just in the front of the stage and just like try his best?
Who was the cold open?
I don't know who the guy was, but it was just like,
He bombed.
it was so like he wasn't even doing stand up. He was just like kind of just talking about his day, it seemed.
Yeah, that sounds like a very, very new.
So I was in the back of the room just watching this, and I was just like, I just saw the people, and I'm like, wow, this is like, I don't know when I'm going up exactly, but I don't know if I can bring up this energy.
Did you go up after him?
No, luckily I was placed directly in the middle of the show between like a couple heavy hitters, so I just snuck my way in and like had good enough material for it to like still be like, okay, good. Like everyone's good, but if I had to go after that guy, I would have been doing the same shit. I think.
That's the sweet spot. Right in the middle is the sweet spot.
Oh yeah.
Because you get the momentum going, you get in there, you handle your biz a little bit, you tell some fucking jokes, la-di-da-di, and you get off stage. You know what I mean? Shit, boy.
Preach your shit.
Preach your shit. Hey.
Preach yo shit.
Hey. Fuck you, man. I forgot what I was going to say. Dude, what are you going to do when they ban TikTok, though? That's the question.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm out of a career. I'll be diving through dumpsters. Probably.
Do you even know what's going on with TikTok? Did you know that they're going to...
I only thought that was a problem when like Trump was in office, that like they were saying that he was like fully against it, and I thought it kind of went away once he...
So there's been articles and videos coming out about, I don't know if you've seen them, but I mean, it's not a secret that it's like a Chinese social media platform, and obviously China, the government's involved in everything that they do. There was a video that came out where this guy, I think he used to work for Facebook or something, but he was saying how in China, the Chinese version of TikTok, for like if you're 16 and under, you're only allowed to use it for like 45 minutes a day, an hour a day or something like that. It's a limited time limit, and you're only shown like science videos, engineering videos.
I've heard about this.
Like education, like shit to make you smarter. And our version is
altered
unlimited, and it's
just like
people
kids in a grocery store just
doing stupid dances. Yeah, it's like making people actively dumber.
Yeah.
And also there's the terms of use, like when you agree to their terms of use, they have access
of privacy.
No, not only, but they like can access like your keystrokes. Like they can literally see exactly what you're typing in text messages when you search things on the internet. Like they can access your files. They can also access, your like not even on your phone. They can access any computer, anything that's connected at all to your phone. They're like in your ass. So how's it feel to be working for China, you piece of shit?
How do I clear my search history immediately?
They know. China knows what you're watching.
Fuck. Now, I remember my mom got mad at me that I made a TikTok account because she was, reading up on this when Trump was in office. Let's just say it like that. But yeah, she was really mad that I was dabbling in this TikTok game.
Now, does the entire equation change, no pun intended with the word equation, if America made TikTok?
So this is the thing, is like America spies on us too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, but I'm okay with that.
I mean, like, yeah, I'm like, I get
Some
if
degree,
you had
right?
to pick who's spying on you. I mean, it's not good at all. America shouldn't be spying on us either. But it's like, if you're gonna, like, China is
China's a threat.
a threat, dude. We can't be giving them.
I'm scared of them.
They have access to microphones as well. So like they're listening to this conversation right now via your phone on the couch.
What a waste of their time.
Yeah, no, it's a waste of their time. But you remember in Batman when he's going after the Joker and that computer where like they have that, like that's a real thing, and they do that every day. And
so
also
when they filmed it in the movie, that's
the thing. Yeah,
that was the actual facility.
That's the facility, and Batman's real, dude. I don't know if you know this. That was a documentary. Yeah, that was a documentary.
You pull out the mask.
Rachel.
Dick out.
TikTok.
If I was Batman, I would for sure fuck somebody with the suit on, but just no pants. You know what I mean?
Like a bad guy? Just like really,
I would just
really
fuck a bad guy.
Yeah,
in the
just
ass.
fuck a bad guy.
Just to teach him a lesson.
Yeah.
Just to show him that.
It's like the first time you catch him doing a bad thing, you fuck him up. But then the second time you catch him, like if he didn't learn his lesson, you're like, that's it.
Yeah.
You can't kill them, so you might as well fuck them.
You can't
Might
kill
as
him.
well just really teach him a lesson.
You know what? Actually, that makes, if you're really trying to get, because think about it, Batman. This is actually brilliant because Batman never kills. Like he never kills the criminals.
It's just a threat of another ass whooping.
It's a threat of another ass whooping, but that clearly isn't enough to stop the Joker or any of these criminals from striking again. But if Batman fucks them in the ass and then tells them after, like, I will, every time I catch you, dude, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass. Like that'll, first of all, that like diminishes their self-esteem. Like that would, they're just so internally fucked up. I don't even think they could commit another crime.
Dude, I would imagine that like
he cripples their soul.
He's for sure not doing it bare or raw because
no, he is.
I was just thinking like for more of a brutal punishment, it's like some type of, it's attached to the suit when he's erect, but it's like a battering ram, like some type of like billy club.
No, he wants to feel it, dude. And here's the here's the thing. Batman wants to feel it, and he has technology, so you already know it's like he doesn't do a raw because he's gonna get HIV or something. He's not stupid. Yeah. He's a brilliant person. So what does he have? He has these like little, like he just throws like these little, like this little ball that like has nano dots, and it makes like a force field around his dick. That's his condom, dude. He has like the most futuristic condom in the universe, and he just pipes these bad guys.
I think he would just want to start trying to sell that instead of trying to do crime. That's a fantastic invention.
No, he gets off on it. This is his thing. He could save the world. Like he with the money that Batman has and
there's
the
a
technology,
lot of more things he could be doing instead of just
he probably
raping
has
dudes.
he has the cure for cancer. Probably he has the craziest technology ever. Could be just giving it to the world and like feeding kids and like
his new bat signal is just a hard cock.
Yeah.
In the sky.
It's a big old dong.
With bat wings. The
with
balls
veins.
are wings.
Yeah, the balls are wings.
The balls are the wings and then the meaty.
And you could see the vein. There's like a vein in the middle. Dun dun. And then was like Joker's ass starts fucking pulsing. He's like, no, dude.
Actually, that would also help. that would also help the cops find those bad guys once they're back out on the street because they would just be bow-legged.
They'd be limping.
Just like...
I'm telling you, one swift ass fucking for Batman, I'm pretty sure you don't want to commit crimes anymore. I think that's it. I think that solves the conundrum of like, I don't want to kill anybody, but I don't want them to be repeat offenders. How do I cripple them emotionally, internally? Rape.
Bat rape.
That'll teach them a lesson.
Hey, man. Are we gay?
Yeah. Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, that's a movie,
Close.
dude.
One episode with Joe and that might do it.
I think they got to make that movie, Where's that Batman sequel? Hey, your mom's going to like this episode.
I think I've completely moved past that fear.
Okay, let's go back to TikTok.
Yeah.
Sorry. We'll talk about that fear too.
No, we're good. Yeah, no, Batman's fear was fear of bats. Mine's my
Fear of your mom
watching this stuff.
Find out that you say naughty things.
William is naughty boy, naughty boy, naughty boy. Naughty.
Yeah, so anyways, TikTok. Legislators are creating a law now, or they're trying to. It hasn't been passed, but they're trying to create a law where it bans TikTok, and they probably will make an American version of it, if anything. Or Instagram will probably, like Instagram always adopts every other social media platforms bullshit. Mm-hmm. They'll probably start doing what they're doing.
Dude, even YouTube now has like the shorts thing where it's like, so it's like all of it's the same.
It's all the same shit.
Honestly, it's just like a bunch of like dumb high schoolers that are doing the TikTok dance. Like the trends I fucking hate, but there's like some I'll be honest. The algorithm finds the shit you like, and there's some quality stuff on there.
There's some funny ass videos, but it probably does make people dumber, huh?
You know, what
100%.
the algorithm did to me was it found out I like big boobs, and just every once in a while, but
Every once in a while.
well, pretty frequently when
Yeah.
I'm on it. But the weirdest thing now is it also promotes like people going live on some shit.
Sure.
So it's always some lady with massive live doing a live
Knockers.
stream. But then it subtly worked its way into like women pumping breast milk.
That's what you're into, huh?
That's what it thinks I'm into.
That's what you are into.
I mean, I've watched to find out for sure if I'm into it.
Yeah.
I've watched at great length all of them that come across my feed.
Yeah.
The jury is still hung,
Hung?
or the jury's. They all got huge cocks, the jury,
Yeah. Okay.
and they're still deciding whether or not I like that.
Damn, we'll see some fat knockers and he starts getting
Mm.
thirsty. He's like,
Just like what
Have you
what
ever,
is this?
um,
What
I
is
would
this?
egg.
Have you ever served a breastfeeding woman?
My last shift, yeah.
There you go.
Were you
Yeah.
hard?
So it heard you talking about it.
Mm.
Were you aroused?
Well, the weirdest thing was the husband was like standing up holding the other baby, and she just like, I'll be honest, like you got to be careful what you're doing with that, because like she just like literally whipped it out, and as I'm taking an order
Yeah.
for people, and I'm
Just
like,
whipped her
how am
tits?
I not gonna look at that? And then this is like now
Yeah.
I'm rude.
No. You
When,
gotta
when
look.
that situation
They're not
happened
rude.
to me, the husband got mad at me. Like he was like, "You better
Yeah.
not do it."
No, he was eyeing me as if.
and I was like,
don't-
"Dude, like, all right, I'm just gonna look at you, bro, while I'm taking your wife's huge-breasted."
Huge.
like, do you not have a
breasted-
sheet or something? Like, it's like
What do you expect if someone just whips a titty out? It's just if someone moves, like say you're just here and someone just goes like this with their hand, you're gonna look and be like, what was that motion? So now if that hand was a fat old titty, you're gonna be like, whoa, dude, like that's gonna be something to notice, you know?
what would be like a guy's version of being able to get away with just whipping your dick out at a table? Is there any situation, social situation that where it's just acceptable, just like, you know what,
if your
dicks out for Harambe?
this is.
Ooh, I
If
think
this-
I might have something.
I think I have one too.
Yeah,
You want to go first?
there you go.
I think if your pants are on fire, like if you like drop a candle and then you're like and then you just pull your
Yeah.
dick and it's hard.
Mine was very
just
similar.
hot wax on you, just like
No, not like
fuck,
literally your pants caught on fire and you're like you gotta just get like and you just pull your
Yeah.
cock
or
out.
just burns a hole
I
right
was
where your
thinking
dick
like you're at a tacos restaurant by the beach, you still have your bathing suit on, like you have some really hot sauce, and like it just like kind of falls on your belly button. Then over time, like it trickles down.
Why are you saying it like
And
this,
then-
dude?
is. Yeah.
Eventually,
Why am I horny?
Why are you talking like that?
Eventually, like against your penis.
Your penis.
Your
Your-
penis with a P.
You said it with a B, dude.
Your boy penis.
Your penis is what you said, my guy.
Pussy
and
is
then-
boy pussy in the
And
butt,
penis is
and penis is boy
penis.
penis.
Yeah.
Boy penis.
You know what I think another scenario is if like someone has a really bad wound, like if they, like say like fucking you know what tourniquets are, like if
Mhm.
somebody ever like gets like an artery cut or whatever, like and you see like splurting blood, that's really bad.
Mhm.
You have to tie something around it. That's when I would whip my dick out and just like 3 loops around it
Yeah.
and just tie it,
Yeah,
you know.
double knot.
So if you got to tourniquet somebody with your massive cock,
Yeah, or to stay on the aquatic theme that Tommy brought up, you're
Yeah.
out at the beach at like
Yeah.
some little like shack and
Mm,
stuff, whatever. Someone got stung by a sea urchin,
Ooh.
and
Ooh.
it happened at the table, and now you got to whip out your dick and piss on them
yeah,
in front of everyone.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
the little fireman.
And you're hung, of course, and everyone's staring.
Are you of the age, because you're getting up there now? Are you of the age where
You
take
dunking in
your-
the toilet? You dunking in the toilet?
My balls?
Mm-hmm.
No, not my balls. No,
Okay.
He's close.
he's
Do you,
close.
do
thought
you whip
about
your
it.
dick out in the locker room in the gym? Because now I'm thinking
No.
about
I helicopter.
how
dick.
many places are there
Nice.
where our dicks are out? One place, the doctor's office. Another place, at home.
I'm usually, if you think
All
about
day.
it, your dick mostly is covered. Because even at home, you're like still wearing like boxers or something like that. Although sometimes I'll walk around this bitch naked.
Or sometimes.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's nice.
That Amazon package should be here any minute.
Have you ever been naked out?
Just open up the door and
Have you ever-
sorry. Oh, was it this package you oh no.
No, they like he's like, here's your package. He's like, I got a package for you too. Just open the door.
Well, it's your lucky day. I also got a package for you.
There's a little ribbon on it.
Shave your pubes into a bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Have you ever been naked out in public though? That's where it's at.
I've gotten drunk
I've
plenty of times at parties
skinny
and
Skinny
gone
dip?
naked. Yeah, gone skinny
Streaking?
dipping. I've jumped over fires naked.
Wow. Nice.
I'll
I've
think
never been
about putting up
naked
the video
in
and
the
just blurring
daytime.
out.
Put it up.
I've never been naked in the daytime in public.
I've been streaking in the daytime.
What?
Yeah,
Where?
I lost in Santa Barbara. We were playing a game called Snappa. Have you ever played Snappa?
No. How's it play?
So it's like it's a long rectangular desk, and you sit down. You can stand up, but everyone has a die, like 2 dies. There's 2 full beers, and it's a team, two versus 2, and you throw this die up, but you have to throw it up like pretty high. You can't just like go like that to toss it in the glass, but you're trying to get the die.
Are the cups on the corners of the table?
Yes, and you're trying to get the die. If you get the die in the glass, the guy has to chug it, and you're trying to knock them both out.
Yeah.
If you swallow the die.
So how
You'll
did
be
that escalate?
So the game was if you lose, you got to go streaking,
Cool.
and we lost. Me and my German homie lost, so we had to go
Nice.
run naked through the streets
With
Only
both your
dudes?
Venas out.
with my Vanus,
Your schnitzel.
my Sheena, and girls are like, woo, it's like honking at us. We're
Really?
fucking buck ass
Nice.
naked. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
but in Santa Barbara, you see people running naked all the time.
Really?
Because Isla Vista is a college. It's just college kids. It's bananas. Like people are just partying,
So it's
burning
legal.
couches. Like a motherfucker will run out naked out of nowhere, and you're just like, yep, that's what happens there. You know, like shit just cracks off there wildly.
Nice.
Yeah, I jumped over a fire naked, and you can like freeze frame the video. And there's just one part where my legs are like spread like Heisman Trophy style, but just my balls.
Your flames are in your
Right there.
ass.
Yeah, I
Your
singed a lot of hair.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice. Hell yeah, dude.
Great. If you need to shave quickly for something, just
Mm.
jump over a massive fire that someone just dumped gasoline onto.
Just hit your butthole with a torch real quick one
Yeah.
time.
When
I
you're
went-
making creme brulee and you also gotta be ready to go later in the evening, just
Fuck yeah, dude. Dude, I also in Santa Barbara went naked. So we were drinking one night and we're playing categories. You ever play categories?
Why are you naked?
We're not naked yet. We're playing categories.
it's a town ordinance. You're allowed to be naked.
So it was a group of like guys and girls, and we're all at my homie's house playing categories, which is a dope game, and we're getting fucked up. And then this dude had a bunch of wine bottles on the wall that they had finished over the course of months or whatever. And so we're like, dude, let's fucking like we're hammered, dude. And they're like, let's put a message in a bottle, dude, and throw it in the ocean because you're literally right on the ocean. So we went out, and we all wrote like these messages.
Does it just wash ashore?
Yeah, it like just came right back. But anyways, we fucking corked them or whatever, and we ran out. And like it was actually kind of nice though because of moonlights. I was like full moon, and like for some I don't even know how we all got naked. Everyone got naked, just guys and a group of guys and girls, and we ran into the water, and like we all just tossed our wine bottles as far as we could. And I remember it felt really good to be naked on the beach. I was like, I felt like like a human animal. I was like, oh, this is natural, dude. And I remember at one point I was running and I slipped on a rock, dude. And I fucking just ate shit on my ass and like slipped.
You just starfished.
Yeah, dude.
A washed ashore starfish.
But it was like smooth rock, so I slid, dude.
Bro, Patrick Star.
Patrick
Dude,
Star.
I was Patrick starring it up.
Nice.
And my ass, I just fucking ate shit naked. I was like, ah!
My family, we have a house in Martha's Vineyard, and we like vacation there quite often. But when I was in high school, we went to the Gay Head Cliffs. So laugh it up, all right?
Gay Head?
Gay Head Cliffs.
Okay.
Now, it's a very nice lighthouse that like overlooks these nice cliffs and everything. And then they have those like telescope things, like the quarter. You feed a quarter into it, and you can like for like however long the amount of money is, they'll give you time. Basically, it was overlooking. This telescope thing was overlooking a nude beach. So they eventually removed them because there's just like too many dong in some people's faces.
Too much schlong.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had.
Okay. Also, real quick before that, like, it's never who you'd like to see at a nude beach.
It's only dudes.
Always an old guy who is hung. Let's call it like we see it. Let's call it like we see it. And never any hot chicks like that you would hope to see on a nude beach.
Dude, in Spain though, I've been like, so
Go
all
on.
the beaches, like most of them, they could be top. Like I've seen some pretty hot girls with their tatas out, and like they're just chilling, like sunbathing, and I was like, God damn, Like, these bitches are fucking hot. But it wasn't a dedicated, it's just a beach. Like, and they're just titties are out. I was like, this is fucking dope.
You two
That's
are objectifying
disgusting.
women right now.
Where did you say that is again?
Spain. I saw that in Spain, in Barcelona.
It's just awful.
Baddies. Hey, Spain?
We have to go to Spain.
Full of baddies. Also saw a guy laying there. He was like, I have a picture of it too. He's like talking with his friends. He has like a button-up shirt that's open. He's like this really pale white dude, like these like John Lennon glasses and these black shorts. And like he was just kind of chilling, hanging out with his homies like this. But his balls were hanging out of his shorts, dude. I took a picture of this guy. His balls were hanging out of his shorts, and they're literally as red as fucking Tommy's jacket, dude. And he's just kind of like he had no idea that his balls were out. And he's like, yeah.
Were they being burned by the sun?
I think they were being assaulted by the sun, dude. Like he looked like he had fucking like he got skin cancer right there on his balls.
Dude, I follow this guy who's a bodybuilder, like not like a famous one. I just follow him and he happens to bodybuild. But dude, he posted a story of him in his apartment, like flexing, like yeah. And he was wearing a Speedo in his apartment, and one of his balls was just like poking out from the Speedo.
Yeah.
Just one ball, just like hanging off right to the side, and he never caught it.
That's hilarious.
Dude, I was cracking up.
Dude, there's nothing that'll make you take someone less seriously than when they're just if they're trying like someone's giving a speech
balls.
and then a ball is hanging out. You're like, this guy's a jabroni, dude. This guy does not have. If you don't know that your balls are hanging out, dude,
that's gonna be Biden's next move.
I can't take you seriously.
Fell off the bike. Every mixed up, jumbled up word. And the next one, he's just going to have his fly halfway zipped up and his one ball hanging out.
If you can't get your nuts in your pants, dude, like I'm not taking any advice from you or I don't want to hear you talking until you get those balls back in your pants. Like you got to get it together, son, because there's a problem. Your balls are out.
That's a big problem.
There's nothing that'll make you lose credibility faster, in my opinion. Like if you're like a surgeon, like it's like, all right, guys, like we're gonna like we got to go in through the aorta. You got a blockage. You got to, and then he's got like the gloves on. He's talking like this because they can't touch anything. And then one of his balls are hanging out. You're like, dude, I'm gonna die for sure.
It's
this
like,
guy can't even
Don't
fucking.
you have scrubs on? Like, how is that?
I don't know, but if his balls are hanging out, that's what I'm saying. Like they're like over the belly button strap, like just hanging out. You're like, dude, this guy's gonna fucking kill. This guy can't cut into my heart. His balls are hanging out.
Or like a boot camp like drill instructor, just like yelling at all the privates.
Yeah.
With his privates out.
Yeah, his balls are hanging out. You're like, I can't.
This course will make you man.
His balls are out. I can't take this. I'm not gonna do 25 push-ups, dude. You put your balls back in your pants before you start talking to me about some bullshit like this.
Everyone's at attention, but like their balls are out
Your
right when they wake
balls
up.
are just hanging like, dude, you're sloppy. If your balls are hanging out that, like, you're sloppy, dude. You're a sloppy guy. Fucking nuts hanging out. Disrespect.
Have you guys ever seen Bad Grandpa? It's like with Johnny Knoxville.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a scene in that? I have a recollection of just like a prank where like his balls were out, like this old man's balls.
I think
they put them in a vending machine. They got stuck in a vending machine, and he was like leaning back, like tethered to it, like
Okay.
And everyone's like trying to freak out, like save him.
That's great.
That is great.
There was also a movie with Robert De Niro, like Dirty Grandpa or something. Like
Yeah.
Aubrey Plaza and like.
Is that the one where he raps and he drops an N-bomb?
Yeah. Who was the grandson though?
Zac Efron.
Oh yeah, it could have been. Someone's balls were out in that movie, I think. Or at least I wish they were.
Yeah, true. Balls are great, dude. Balls are funny as shit, huh? Bolas.
I think we should keep our dicks and our pussies in our pants, but free the nipple, free the balls.
Free the balls.
I'm all for seeing nipples of all kind.
Yeah.
Nipples are chill.
Super chill, dude.
I love
the
boobs
chillest.
so much.
Yeah, you like that breast milk.
I would just
Would you drink breast milk?
no.
Yeah, you would.
No.
Yeah, you would. You deviant.
Not yet.
You got a little deviant hat on too, dude. You're like, you're ready to drink some.
I was so clear before the episode to not mention anything about the hat.
And
you broke that
if
rule.
we were chill about like our assholes being exposed,
Well, there's sunning.
hold on, hear me out here.
Go
right?
ahead. Yeah. Okay.
Would we be more prone to like sniffing each other's booties like dogs?
I don't think so, man.
No, because
Doesn't smell good.
I don't know.
The what's preventing me from not smelling someone's butthole is
It's
the
your
fact
pants.
it's
for
not
me.
it's the fact that I can't. It's not the fact that I can't see it. You know what I mean? That's not what's stopping me from doing. It's what's stopping me
I
from
believe
doing
it's the
that.
smell.
Is that it's gonna smell like ass. I don't want to
Yeah,
smell that.
We're not learning anything like dogs are learning about another dog when they sniff it. Like we're just
I can avoid
Smelling shit.
smelling buttholes, dude. You know, I could do without that in my day. I don't know about you, dude, but I'm cool. I don't think I've ever been like, I need to smell this person's butt.
You're like in a business deal. It's like, you can trust me. I'm a good guy. It's like, you know what? Prove it. Drop trowel.
Let me smell your
Let me
ass.
sniff that ass. Let me know if you're up to some foul play.
Some
Every
buffoonery.
job interview.
It's a handshake, and then you sniff each other's asses.
He's like, all right, cool.
You're hired. Hey, you're a Harvard man? All right, go on.
All right, very nice, very true. Yeah, it's weird to sniff butts, huh?
Yeah, but there is science to sunning, exposing your butthole to direct sunlight.
Is there science behind this?
Yeah, it's like a popular trend right now. Sunning.
What's going on? Like, how,
What's
is
the
it a
science?
health benefit?
I was on the article for a different reason, so I wasn't paying too much attention to the science part. But yeah, apparently there's a lot of health benefits to just having your bare ass pointed directly at the sun and getting sunlight on it.
What are the health benefits?
We can look this up because I didn't come prepared to like really defend this topic, but I just know that that's what people are saying now.
I think this
on the
is
streets.
retarded.
So you're on your fucking forearms and your knees, and you just are booty up to the sun.
You could be, or you could be on your back with your legs up over your shoulders like a pretzel.
You could be face down, ass up. That's the way you like to fuck. Like,
I guess as long as your butthole's in direct contact with the sun.
here are
Sound-
7 great reasons to get outside and soak in the sun. Oh, that's not for
That's a
sunning.
little too PG for us.
Okay, wait. Yeah. Showing your butthole
To the sun,
to
dude?
the sun.
I don't know. I'm not convinced there's health benefits to
Dude,
this.
your TikTok after this is gonna look wild.
Just titty milk and buttholes.
Oh, the first one is why you shouldn't try doing it.
Yeah, it seems like
no, let
not.
me read that one. Let me hear just why, because I was gonna try.
It's called perineum sunning.
So why should you not do this? See, TikTok is definitely making people dumber.
Yeah, look at this. That was
Yeah,
funny.
it became popular through social media in October 2019 as a method of self-care, according to one article published by some dermatology place.
Dude.
And researchers reported that it only took 24 hours for the practice to become mainstream. So that's a trend.
In China, the kids are learning about like engineering and architecture, and how to come up with medicine for the future. And here we're learning about people tanning their assholes,
dude,
and the potential benefits, which is backed by no science, but has gained mainstream exposure within 24 hours. Bro, we're so fucked. They should ban TikTok. Dude.
And I didn't even do any research into it. I just heard that it was good. But the first ounce of research that I did, it says that perineum is a super thin area of skin and tissue between the vagina or penis and the anus.
Your gooch.
However, you shouldn't be exposing it to sunlight. Is the first sentence it says. So
it seems like
forget that.
The way your body is set up, it's probably the part of your body that gets the least amount of sun exposure, and it's probably for a reason. It's there's probably a good reason that you don't need to show your butthole to the sun.
Melts if it gets too much sun.
Apparently the butthole apparently the butthole tissue is the same that what your lips are made out of.
It's your intestine. It's like literally from the beginning of your mouth to your butthole is one long intestinal tract. So it's like your butthole, it's like the end of your mouth.
So when someone says kiss my ass, they really mean plant one right here.
When you're kissing someone's lips, you're literally kissing the beginning of their assholes.
Tommy's
That's one way to look at
shocked.
it.
Is that really how it works?
It's the track. Yeah, it's like that's what happens. It goes,
Every start has an end.
every rose has a thorn.
But it's not like you made it sound like
In your
I'm
book.
picturing a cartoon where it's like one little pipe and it goes down. That's not how it works.
Well,
it
it
goes
doesn't-
through the intestines.
Well, there's a lot going on. I mean, it goes down your throat, into the stomach. Things get digested into the small intestine first, and then the large intestine,
okay.
into the colon, butthole.
Where's the anus and colon? Like, is the colon the last thing things travel through to the sphincter, or is
I
it
think
like
so.
the anus is the last stop before the sphincter?
I think I don't know what the difference between. I don't know what the difference between anus and colon is.
Or is
to
the
be honest.
anus the whole thing?
I think the anus is the whole thing. Colon, I think, is the last part it goes to.
Like the vagina is the whole thing. Well, there's a vagina hole, but the vulva is like Or no, the vulva's the whole thing, right?
Urethra.
And the vagina's the hole.
I don't know.
We should go to TikTok to.
We should
figure
go to
out what
TikTok and figure this out. Anyways, they're banning TikTok, and probably for good reason. Well, they're gonna try. Who knows? I honestly think
I've
they
heard that
probably
statement
should.
for like 2 years now.
Yeah, but
they're
that,
banning
when
it.
Trump was in office, but now it's with Biden in office, and they're still trying to do it. Dude, there's some concerns to be had about TikTok. I mean, there's concerns had about our own social media too. I mean, that the fact that it does make people fucks with people's minds, and that we're being spied on by our own government is not good either. But
I would so much rather have that be the case
Yeah, same.
than China doing it.
yeah, you can't. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't want to get spied on by the U.S. government either. I mean, if I had to pick, yeah, sure, I pick the U.S., but I don't want that either. That's fucking bullshit as well.
The U.S. government's kind of like your stepdad, just like putting parental locks on some stuff.
U.S. government's fucking up, my guy. And it's
Yeah.
time.
Time for what? Time for what exactly?
For that, I mean, nothing. Dude, yeah, no, it's not. It's the U.S. government. There's too many laws in this country, dude. Let's be honest. There's too many
much
fucking laws.
control.
Too much control, too many laws.
How-
Lighten up.
What's one law you would want to get rid of that you think is kind of?
Seatbelt laws gotta go.
That's not my first.
Seatbelt laws gotta go, dog. I mean, look, you should wear your seatbelts, but it's like I shouldn't wear them because somebody else is telling me to wear them. I should wear them because it's a good
I
idea.
got a hot take. Public indecency.
Yeah.
I think we are animals. We might as well. I think we should be able to wear whatever or nothing.
We kind of in some place like San Francisco, I think you could be naked. But also, no, you know what?
Sure.
I disagree with that. I think it's a good rule that you should have to wear clothes because sometimes it's annoying. Like, because you'll see certain people like, you got to look at my body. It's like you're fucking gross, and you're bumming me out with your shit body.
Yeah.
Put your fucking clothes on, dude.
Put some work in before you go around.
Yeah,
showing that off.
if you've earned it, by all means.
Yeah, there
So-
should be some legislation to
This-
that. Law.
Also,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
like when
So
you go to
this is it.
school,
I
your
got
dick
it.
and balls are out.
You see that Black Mirror episode where it's like you have a rating? People
No.
judge you on your rating. So
Like a Yelp score.
yeah. So there's a Yelp score above your head.
Damn, crazy.
If you're hotter than like an 8, you get to be naked.
Who's setting that?
I
though?
like that.
Who sets the rating? Is that like everyone that kind of just sees you in public? It's like a public like they're able to vote on
It's
it.
like
Okay.
if you're like, damn, like they deserve a score. I'm gonna score them. You don't have to score anyone, but you will have a score regardless.
I think everyone should be allowed one free murder in their life, but it has to be super justified. Like there will be court still and everything, and like you really got to prove like why you did it. It's got to be a good reason.
Interesting.
If it's just like it could be something of just like this guy had been bullying me all my life, and I had enough. And
But under what case would a justified murder happen? Like, would that be a justifiable reason? Would the court find that like as a fair reason?
I don't know. I just thought about this, so I haven't.
You haven't really fleshed out the details.
Dove too deep into it. But
What-
I think if you can like prove like, the court's got to be on your side about why you did that.
I'm into the one freebie, just maybe.
I also think, if someone's convicted and they're going to give the death penalty, I think 100% the victim's family members get to be in a locked room with that motherfucker and decide how he goes. Like either they can do it right there, or like
Yeah. I kinda like that.
That's a good one.
fire.
I think
I've always wanted that.
I think that's reasonable.
I have a great reality TV show idea, and this came to me when I was visiting Niagara Falls.
Okay.
We get people who are on death row, right? And this whole theory goes back to like, the ancient like Romans when we would have death-defying entertainment. So we do like an obstacle course game for these people that are already on death row, where the consequences are life or death. For example, like a line walking thing over Niagara Falls or maybe Grand Canyon, where it's like, all right, our first contestant made it 13 meters. The next, you know what I mean? Like people would absolutely tap in.
and then
So
If
like
they-
American Ninja Warrior trials,
yeah, but
but like
you're,
extreme.
yeah, and if you
Yeah,
do
okay.
make it, you
You
get
get
an early sentence.
you freedom.
Your freedom. You are playing
It's like
for your
it's like a
freedom.
gauntlet of
That'd be wild.
Almost.
Yo, this is fire. Is it not? Is it not?
That would be
fire?
so wild, dude.
And like you just come up with different like death defying, like obviously it's really easy to do like some sort of balance thing over height of any kind.
But you give that to a guy in a wheelchair, and he's
there's
gonna-
different ways to do this too, though. You know, like we could bring back animals into the discussion. You know,
Like fight a tiger or something.
or like grizzly.
Fight a grizzly. Hey, if you beat that grizzly's ass, you'll survive. You can you go home. Good luck. They give you a pocket knife.
But
They give you a pocket knife.
Swiss Army
I
knife.
think the only thing is maybe the convicts have to pick like what kind of challenge. Like if they're like, well, I'm too fat to like do this whole I like, or they knew they weren't good at
Yeah,
balance.
I don't think
like,
they're
maybe
awarded-
They wouldn't want to do a balance challenge. Like maybe they would.
I don't think they should be awarded the decision to do it. It's like, we're giving you a pretty sweet deal. If you can finish this shit, you're done. Like,
That's
you're good.
true.
Well, also, it should be up to, like, they don't have to take the chance. Like, they could just stay on death row if they want to. Like, they don't have to do it, but the option's there. Like, you could, if you want to ever try to be free, then that grizzly bear is always
Yeah.
waiting for you.
This is not the worst idea I've ever had.
Not
What's
the worst.
What's
It's
the
a
worst
like a
idea?
show.
What's the
It's,
worst?
be a
it's a
show.
show. It's a.
Could be a show.
It would be like on, like the dark internet or with dark web or whatever
Dark
it's
web.
called.
Dude, I think a lot that should be legal too is I think people should be allowed to fight sometimes.
Oh yeah, yeah. That
You know what I mean?
That's kind of going hand in hand with like you get one free murder. Like you should just be allowed to like settle it that way first. But if it
Well,
persists,
how long until someone intervenes?
So look, so here in Washington, this is what there was actually a thing. I don't know if it's still happening, but it's called mutual combat law. So if two guys wanted to get in a fight, they would call the cops, and the cops would show up and essentially become referees and be like, "Do you want to fight?" And the guy'd be like, "Yeah." And then they're like, "Do you want to fight?" Okay. And the cops would just watch, and they would start getting down. And then it's two consenting adults throwing down. And then if someone got knocked out or dazed or said, "I had enough," the cops broke it up. We're like, "All right, it's over." And then everyone just
Wow.
went home. Yeah.
That still exists.
I don't know if it still does, but it did. It was called mutual combat law. But you should be able to do that in restaurants.
we can bring that back. But like
In
there should be
saloons.
like
In restaurants, when people are shitty to you, like as a server, like if someone snaps their fingers at you, you should be able to fucking drop kick them in the side of the head.
someone snapped their fingers at me once and said "garçon."
Garçon?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
which is like French for like boy. It's
Boy?
Like, yeah, it's like how they like call servers or something.
Garçon?
Yeah, it was like really fucking like I was so fucking pissed.
Dude, I had a guy, he was sitting at table 40, and he was sitting with a group of people, and he's like, "Yeah, do you guys have espresso?" I was like, "They're getting desserts and shit. Do you guys have espresso?" I was like, "Yeah, we do." He's like, "Can I get a doppio?" He's like, "Can I get a doppio?" That's what he said.
And you wanted to punch him.
And
in the
I was
fucking
like,
head.
well, I was, because I'm thinking, like, you know how there's macchiatos and cortados, all that shit. I was like, I'd never heard of a doppio. I was like, what's a doppio? So I asked him, I was like, what's a doppio? And he's like, it's a double. And then, like, they were like, he, like, kind of, like, they all looked at each other, and they're like, like, the whole group was like, like, he does, like, I didn't know what a doppio was. And I wanted to fucking smash my fist all the way through the back of his head. And I was like, I easily can beat the shit out of this dude, and this fucking pretentious asshole deserves it, because just say you want a double,
Yeah.
asshole. Doppio? Can I get it? What are we in Italy? You fucking loser. He was a fucking asshole. Like, in that situation, like, if I was like in that moment, like, all right, I should have been allowed to, but like, just get up, dude, stand up. And then he just kind of is like, what? And I'm just like, stand up, and he gets up, and I just start fucking socking him in the face, like that. Why is that not okay?
yeah.
And then I'll keep serving the table afterwards.
Mhm. After he learns his lesson.
Just like
It's
not,
just politics, you know.
or you know, maybe the rule is like you can only use open hand smacks, like something, because you don't want to
Yeah,
like
there
love
has to be a rule
you don't
set
wanna
to
hurt.
it. You can't do like
Yeah.
MMA like choke out grappling. Like I think it's either
No,
like,
I think you can, but because if you grapple someone, you actually hurt them less.
yeah. Oh, okay. Then no kicks. And
No
no
kicks.
scratching.
Kicks.
I don't know about
maybe
that
not scratching.
because I think
But
if
kicks
this
are
was
allowed.
a law, people would just like they would do jujitsu, they'd do whatever form of martial arts.
We'd have
they'd
a healthier
wanna do.
society actually,
Yeah, because
and a more polite
because
one.
you would actually be doing it to defend yourself in real life. Like just because you know how to do certain things doesn't mean you get to apply them.
Yeah.
But with this law, you get to apply them to anyone.
No, I think you all like maybe no eye gouging, no biting, no like shit that's like, come on, don't do that shit. But kicks, grappling, all that shit's allowed. But the thing that you're gonna have to account for is the weight class difference. So now you're gonna have to be like, if it's like a 220 pounder versus like a 135er, you're going to be like, all right, dude, no, you guys can't fight because the 220 guy is going to kill the 135er. But if it's the 135er instigating, like keeps pushing 220 guys' buttons, there's two ways we can go.
That guy's just a dumbass.
Two ways we can go. Now it's going to be like, okay, so you're starting shit and you know that he will destroy you, but the law is protecting you. So this is the way it's going to go down. Either that guy, big guy, picks a champion like they did in Game of Thrones, a lower level guy that's like, all right, I picked this guy to whoop that guy's ass, and then it's just on. Or if that guy continues to instigate, that big guy gets like 45 seconds or maybe like 30, like a limited, like a 20 to 30 seconds to just start fucking this guy up, but has to stop. Once the buzzer goes up, yeah, all right, you got 30 seconds. Now, if the guy continues to instigate after that, we do it again until that guy stops instigating, and then we move about our day. I think this is a fair law.
This is a fair law, and this is actually... This idea is great because I had an idea earlier this week. So
great.
Holidays are upon us. Christmas is coming up very shortly.
Indeed.
And remember back to when you were a kid and you believed in Santa, and it's like, okay, like you
believe in Santa?
when you were a kid,
Mm-hmm.
you were like on your shit around the holidays. It's like being behaved. Like your parents, all they had to threaten was just like, hey, if you're not behaving, like Santa's not going to be coming here this year. So I propose that somehow we got to let this generation of people that don't believe in it, like we got to, wean them out. But at a certain point, the government decides, okay, Christmas is real. The government becomes like Santa Claus, Like they partner with Amazon or something. So like even adults are believing that like Santa's real. Like they grow their whole lives believing Santa is real. You're going to just have a nicer society all around. If like everyone genuinely believes that like the good things you do throughout this year, you're on a good list and you get the shit you want from Amazon. And like, yeah, your taxes and all that stuff, like the taxes go to paying for your holiday gifts that the government, like you send in this, like the government said like, oh, like send it into Santa. And like, every household.
Imagine if we hired a Santa for every neighborhood, like it was a mailman.
Honestly, it's
like
kind of cool.
A real guy, like, all right. You get a copy of the keys that only like the key like changes or something, or like it disintegrates as soon as you like put it in the door. Some magical shit,
Yeah.
And
you're gonna need a lot of Santas, like per house, I guess, assigned to
per
per
neighborhood.
house.
No, per neighborhood. You just do it per neighborhood.
But I was just thinking, like,
if
if Amazon can find a way, just to like, there's a new
like
method of like they find a new way to get it into the
Amazon
house
should be
somehow.
responsible for providing Santa.
Amazon we shouldn't have to pay. It's
I was an
Santa.
elf.
They make enough money. They should just give a shit.
When I was working at Amazon
But I like
in the
that.
warehouse, I was literally a Christmas elf.
You used to work in an Amazon warehouse?
Yeah, during
I
the
just watched the
pandemic.
movie Elf, and you kind of look like your curly hair,
Will
whatever, and your
Ferrell?
height. You could put on the elf costume and
That would be a good
shave your
costume.
mustache. You would kind of just look like Buddy the Elf.
I'd fucking elf.
Okay, first of all, I think this is a
Nice.
great idea. I think it's a really good idea. That should be implemented. Two,
With the fighting law. So everyone's healthy because you got to be ready to defend yourself if you're an asshole one day to someone.
yeah, there's a certain sense of respect, like because you can't hit somebody, especially when someone deserves. Look, you shouldn't fight people, but sometimes people need to get their asses whipped, right? Like
Yeah.
there's people out there that where they push it and it's like, all right, this guy needs to get smacked. And there's a certain amount of respect that's lost because people know they can like hide behind the teacher and nothing will happen.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the, that sense of honor needs to be brought back. The only problem too is that people that lose fights don't ever always take it honorably, and then they want to come back and shoot you and all that bullshit. But if it's legal and like cops are there and they take down your information and then that guy ends up dying 2 weeks, obviously it was that guy, right? So that guy is going to jail. Anyways, great idea with the Santa. What the fuck was it like working at Amazon warehouse?
Oh, soulless. I've never been around so many like people of all shapes and sizes. Like I was working next to like 80-year-olds who
That's very
their
sad.
entire life like led up to this moment where they're just handling boxes. And it was so depressing. It was so sad. It's like how are these people like in their 30s, 40s, 50s?
Sorry.
How can you be content with just like doing that with your life? Like it's just the
Yeah.
worst. It's
Did
the
you make
worst.
friends with any of these 80-year-olds?
I made a friend. Yeah.
What was their name? Guy or girl?
I love how you implied. You implied it was a girl.
Was it a girl?
It was a girl.
Was
yeah,
it
no,
an
I made
old lady?
homies too. I made homies. Yeah, we were all homies.
Are you still friends with her?
Super, like
Huh?
super good friends.
Okay.
The best.
What were they weirdos?
No,
Do you guys really still talk?
no.
What would you guys
But
do?
no, they're great people though.
How many hours were
And
you
you
in
left
there?
them behind.
How many hours were you in there?
During the holidays, we were getting absolutely hammered. I would say like 45-hour weeks.
Jesus Christ. To be just loading boxes? Did they really do the thing where they like track your when you pee and like all that shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean?
I would get written up when
If-
I was in the bathroom for like over 10 minutes.
Well, that's a long time to be in the bathroom.
Hey
Yeah.
man, I got things to do in there.
What are you doing
I
in
got
there?
deals to be made.
Your
Jerking
taxes,
off.
dude? You're making fucking big oil
10
deals in there?
minutes is like a super appropriate amount of time to be in a bathroom.
You're
Not if you're
broke.
at work.
You're brokering
Are you
deals
having,
between
are you
like
having like bad diarrhea? Then like, yeah, maybe. but-
you're like fucking on
every
the phone
shift?
with Israel and Palestine.
When I was a kid
solving
and I was
the problem.
at school, 10 minutes was like a good amount of time.
10 minutes is a long ass
For your
time.
teacher to be like, what the fuck is Tommy doing in the bathroom every class?
Dude, I would
Every day he's in there for 10 minutes.
I would have written you up if you were in the bathroom for 10 minutes. Dog. I would have been like,
Yeah.
dude, you're obviously jerking off or doing something weird in there. Take a shit and get out. But I thought it was, I mean, they seem reasonable. I thought,
Yeah, I was about to
I thought
defend
that-
you versus
yeah.
Amazon, but like you're like, dude, I was in there for 30 minutes.
you can't be in there.
And they had the audacity to write me up.
You're
Yeah.
fucking writing haikus in there or some
Yeah,
shit.
dude, your station is a mile high now of boxes that you gotta sort out.
You're like brokering negotiation deals between Russia and Ukraine in the bathroom. What are you doing?
You single-handedly ruin an entire family's Christmas because their order wasn't processed in time.
Some kid's in tears because you're fucking swafting and your shit smell. All right, I mean, that seems like a
It was a great
reasonable
place.
rule. What else would they write you up? Because I heard it was insane that they like track your heart and like they track like how fast you're working and all that stuff.
Well, my friend was a driver, and he there was like a rule where like you couldn't be on the road for more than like 70 hours, and like that was like mandatory. And if that was the case, you can bring the truck like home, like and just like sleep there. Like I swear to God, like you could have done that, and they didn't have enough drivers because of the pandemic, so they would just like after the 8 hours be like, all right, we need you to just come back to the warehouse for like one more thing, and then they would just go out on another route for another like 4 hours until all out. And like they didn't want to do it, and they were barely getting paid like more. They just like went against their own policies like very often. Yeah,
This doesn't seem that crazy, man.
it's not that crazy.
I heard it was like they like really like they track every second of like.
That's true. That is true. Like I got like if we had like a 20-minute break, and if you left something in your car like during the break, you had to always like check in with someone. Like you couldn't just like and then they would ask you like does it really take 5 minutes to walk to your car? And it's like, yeah, it does take 5 minutes to walk my car.
Yeah.
Big warehouse.
Yeah.
It's like it's a huge place.
Like an airport hangar.
Yeah, it's
Airplane
bigger
hangar?
than that. It's like probably 5 football fields long.
Whoa.
Yeah,
500 yards.
yeah,
Damn.
and like maybe 2 football fields wide. It's
Wow.
huge.
Big boy.
You know, I ordered a watch once that was being shipped to it was gonna be shipped to me through FedEx, and I wasn't home to like sign for it, so I had to go pick it up at the location, and it was on the truck, and I got like they left a note on my door of like, hey, go pick it up at this place, whatever, and I went to the FedEx place where it was gonna be, and I was like, hey, like I got this, I'm here to pick up the thing I ordered, and the lady's like, oh, okay, like let me find out where it is, and then she comes back, she's like, I actually don't know where this thing is at all, whatever. But it turns out the FedEx driver, was on his way back to the place to return all the stuff. But another FedEx driver got into an accident, so he went to the scene to like go help out the other FedEx driver that he knew, and like everything was all good. And then when he was on his way back, he got a flat tire, and it just took him like so I had to come back the next day, and it really pissed me off. So.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that story with us, dude.
I thought I would be able to tie it in better, but that kind of
Bro,
fell flat like the tire.
as soon as we started talking about Amazon, These stores are not good at all, bro.
Well, bro, I mean, I was expecting to hear something crazy, and
not
you're like
that-
getting written up for taking 20-minute shits, which is like seems pretty reasonable.
Dude, it's not that.
And I was just talking about
It's
how
10
FedEx
minutes.
is like out of order, you know. Amazon's got their shit in order, I guess.
Some dude fucking exploded on the highway, and Will's like, "Where's my watch?"
That's all I wanted. I didn't give a fuck.
He was just
3
fucking
people died.
Saving Private Ryan of FedEx drivers is like fucking giving people CPR in the middle of a road. He's like fucking bringing people back from the dead, and Will's like, "Where's my fucking watch?"
Yeah, I had to go back the next day. It was a huge inconvenience to me, dude.
Yeah, that
That's
sucks for
pretty
you.
terrible.
Yeah, thanks for understanding.
Story was good though.
Thanks.
Oh my god, dude. What else? So we're gonna talk about TikTok, and then we're gonna talk about. We've been talking for a while though, to be honest. I don't know if we want to get into relationships, but
We should save that. We could keep talking about Christmas though.
I'm not for Christmas. Oh yeah, Christmas stories. What do you guys got?
This one time, another FedEx driver.
I like your Christmas idea. That Santa thing is actually a great.
I just think that
idea.
would make people so
Yeah.
much nicer year round. Like that would make a nicer
would.
country. Just like
And this Santa
self polices
should-
itself.
I think. Sorry, go ahead.
I think this Santa should like have a fat suit, but it should be ripped because there's a lot of lonely people on Christmas.
No, but you're not supposed to see
if-
Santa.
So a lot of lonely,
Not like where
adult
Tommy's going.
males or females want sex from their Santa.
Dude, they can just order their own. What's the male?
Santa's a very giving
gigolo?
individual.
Yeah, the gigolo.
Get a gigolo. Here, perfect society. This is it. Okay.
Gigolos were clowns.
You know.
Juggalos. Those are the
Oh.
insane clown posses. But wait.
Gotcha.
All right. Look, we got it. This is the secret sauce to society, right? Okay. First of all, you implement that fighting rule, right? We get that in there.
Yeah.
Boom.
What
we
about,
get
what about the entertainment show?
the entertainment
with
shows
the
in there.
topics?
Okay. You implement the fighting law. You implement the optional if they choose to participate. Entertainment show, death row show.
Thank
You implement Santa, a real Santa,
Yes.
and this is what ties it all together. You implement Batman who fucks people in the ass if they do something wrong,
Yeah.
and then you got a perfect society, man. If you know all year long
That's a utopia.
that
right
if
there.
you act if you're cool and you act nice to people, you're gonna get great gifts on December 25th. And then also, if you cross the line too hard, some dude in a cape is gonna come fuck you in your ass.
You could either
you're gonna be a good person, dude.
get
That
beat up
sounds like
by a
s-
stranger. If you're convicted of a crime, you might not make it,
Mhm.
and then Batman might just fuck you in the ass if someone else doesn't already beat you
Or
up.
Santa.
And it's
That's-
it's a roll of the dice because Batman's one person. He can't be everywhere at all times.
Yeah, no.
But it could
If you're
be,
on his radar, you're fucked.
It-
Literally fucked.
Yeah, if you caught his eye, you're getting fucked
He's sniffing your ass
in the dark. In the dark
with his penis.
So I think that's a recipe for good society.
Yeah, we should just run for presidency. You're closest to being able to be president, so
You got to be how old do you have to be?
35.
35?
Yeah.
All right, give me like 4 more years.
So-
I'll work on these
yeah.
plans.
So we'll get it tightened up, these ideas, but
Who and which Batman are you hiring?
that's what we're campaigning with.
We're talking Christian Bale, Robert Patterson.
Michael Keaton.
I think Christian Bale, dude.
Yeah, probably Christian
He's
Bale.
the most intense.
There's Ben Affleck,
No.
Robert Pattinson, Christian Bale.
Robert Pattinson was too sad. He's too sad to be.
But he was pretty violent when he was beating people up.
The-
He had some anger. He's gonna fuck you angrily. You know?
Yeah, it was a good movie.
He's gonna give you a good fucking.
He's too
Yeah,
sad
he will.
though. He'll like get emotionally attached.
Well,
or
he'll be
something.
sad about it later. Like you'll be equally as sad as he is once he's done fucking.
He'll be like
Because
emotionally.
it's over. Because he like was good at it.
Yeah. I think Christian Bale's the most would be the most ruthless about it. That's the key though. To get society, you have on one end
Adam
villain-
West is fucking you.
Adam West, dude. Wasn't Val Kilmer Batman too?
Yeah, he was a Batman.
I don't remember his movies at all. Yeah, man, there it is. That's
Who
the
would win
secret.
in a fight, Batman or James Bond?
Batman, 100%.
Why do you say 100%?
He has,
Actually, it's a good question. At first, I was like, I still think Batman though.
I always did Jason Bourne versus James Bond.
James Bond. I don't know. James Bond has sick gadgets too, though.
Yeah, but Jason Bourne
that's
is
what
like
I'm saying.
Jason Bourne's rugged
It's
though.
not like they're both like very rich individuals with gadgets, and they don't even. James Bond definitely kills.
James Bond has armor. I mean, Batman has armor on though.
It's true. It's true. Like bulletproof armor.
Yeah, like he's got that sick ass armor. But no armor,
No armor.
James B might be holding it down.
Yeah.
Is it a tuxedo?
Bourne.
Which outfit they wear is more constricting?
Fighting somebody in tuxedo seems terrible.
Yeah, with those slippery ass shoes.
Yeah, that seems rough.
Like if it's tailored, like really tailored to your body too, like kind of they can't.
Yeah, you see the Jason Bourne one where he punches the guy with the book? That's
Yeah.
the dumbest thing I've ever. That fight scene's sick when they're fighting, that him and that like French assassin or whatever. But there's a part where he puts the book up against his face and starts punching the book, and I was like,
Whoa.
You don't think that would hurt?
Sick.
no.
Imagine, like, I can't imagine he's like, I mean, he was holding the book by like the corner of it, so like, I think it would be like a little bit away from his face and then punch and then the book hits.
But why not just move the book and just punch the guy in the face?
I don't know, man.
That's way more effective.
Yeah.
Hit him in the foot with it.
He was like, no, I like if you,
Uppercutted him with
if you
it.
take the book and slam it into somebody's
What
face,
kind?
that would
What
hurt.
was the book?
It was like a big, thick Harry Potter book.
Big
It
old,
was a Harry Potter book.
big old dictionary type of book. Like
Yeah, it was like a big
hardcover.
insight. But
Was
he
it
put
maybe it was a Bible.
he puts it against his face and then starts punching the book, and the guy's like, rah, rah.
In the heat of combat, man, you're not thinking.
I was like, smack that dude in the face with the book, or move it and punch that guy in the face.
Remember the first Jason Bourne with the pen went through the guy's hand up here?
I don't remember any of the Jason Bournes.
I never watched one of those movies.
I haven't
they're
seen
sick.
most. All I know is that in every movie they go, Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the catchphrase. And then one of the trailers, it's so corny. He's like, Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. And it just doesn't, it's so corny. It should make me laugh hard as fuck.
Jesus Christ, Jason Bourne.
The Bourne Ultimatum, baby.
I didn't know what an ultimatum was when that came out. I was like, you know, I'm not going to say the story. It's not going to go.
What is it? Tell me what an ultimatum is.
No, I just asked my dad what it was, and I thought they were trying to say old tomato.
Do you know what an ultimatum is? Define an ultimatum, dude.
Yeah, look, I clearly know it. I know what you're trying to do. I clearly know what an ultimatum is, all right?
All right,
So,
what is it then, dude? Give me an ultimatum.
look, we all know what an ultimatum is. We don't got to be doing this. We all clearly know that word and what it is.
What is it? Give me an example of an
You're
ultimatum.
not going to get me, Patrick. You're not going to get me to slip up again with that FedEx story I just told. And I know what an ultimatum is, okay?
The Bourne Ultimators. Do 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 do. Bam bada boom bam bam boom. James Bond has the coolest music though. Jason Bourne doesn't have a theme song.
It's Jason Bourne. Oh, yeah.
There's a Moby song at the end of it.
That one? Yeah.
It's like boom, boom, boom. It's very like you're in a club in fucking Yugoslavia or something. There's like rain on the side of the windows. You meet some baddie. That's the theme song to Jason Bourne.
Wait, yeah, what is that song? How does it go?
I can like hear it in my head. I just can't do it. It's like it's not this, but this is what came out. No. That's not the song at all, but that's the song that popped up when I was trying to think of the other one. Do you know what song I'm singing though? No?
J-Lo?
No, it's like a Enya type song.
Look, you're either going to tell me what an ultimatum is or you're going to drop it.
Bro, give me an ultimatum, dude.
I just did. So Patrick doesn't know what it is. Naughty.
Well played. Well played.
Nice.
Nice.
How are we feeling, guys?
Well, I mean, this could probably. We didn't really talk about Christmas that much, but we can end it. I mean, we've been talking for, I'd say, probably an hour.
Yeah. We always do find like a good time to like. It's always wrapped up right around an hour, but
Yeah, an hour's good.
I was feeling
good
good about this
resting
one.
place.
Yeah, I'll be in. Let's plug some shows. I'll be in New York next week. Going to
Nice.
shows. I don't have any shows coming.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't have anything lined up right now, dude.
Yeah, I'll be hitting
So-
some mics. Got some new material to work out. Tommy, you got any shows coming up?
Do you ever do you perform at shows sometimes, or have you performed at shows live?
No.
You want to perform?
I would
We should
Time
get
to
we should
start
get him in at
performing, man.
Griffins.
Griffins?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Griffins. You could probably perform there.
How would I do that?
Probably just hit
We'll
them
just,
up.
we'll just storm their castle and be like, get this man on the fucking stage right now with a guitar. He'll make you.
They do
change your pants.
shows at Jones sometimes too. They have like live music at Jones, the coffee shop.
Cool. Jones.
Jones, it's a
Coffee
coffee
shop.
shop I always go to.
Cool.
They have a couple locations with music. All right, man. Fuck yeah. That's it. That's a wrap.
Yeah, we learned a
Arnold
lot.
Tomatoes.
We learned about tits and balls being out.
We made a utopia today.
Yeah, we made a better society.
We did make a better
A
society.
lot of new laws that will be in effect
Mm.
in 2023. One way or another.
One way or another.
2023. That's the year coming up.
Yeah, but like, that's not how things work, right?
We're gonna.
Like,
What?
the next presidential year is 2024, right?
Oh yeah,
Is
you're
that
right.
when
Okay.
we're
Oh, you're thinking
saying
ahead.
These
You're
ideas
thinking
are
ahead.
so solid that
You think
the
that
second we
Biden will
post,
just
the
be
second we post this, it's going viral.
Yeah, I think it's gonna happen, dude.
It's going viral.
Immediately. Like this is those special kind of laws that are gonna go directly into effect.
Yeah, and out of the kindness of our hearts, we won't even like necessarily have to take credit for it.
No,
as
no,
long-
no.
As long as they're just in effect.
It's for the good of the country.
Yeah.
So I don't even care.
So Biden can take it. Like we'll save Biden's presidency if he like.
Oh,
if
yeah.
he takes these ideas.
Oh
and-
yeah.
Honestly, he's got my vote again. However long he's got left, he has my vote again if he puts.
I'm
these laws
honestly
into
impressed that he's lived this long.
Yeah, dude, he should be dead.
effect. You said that.
Like,
They're
I'm gonna
keeping
use
him
my
up, dude.
one death on him.
They're hitting them up
Fun.
like in video games and Call of Duty, like the adrenaline syringe or whatever you can hit yourself with, and it just like keeps you alive for a little longer. Like they're hitting them with that shit every day, like
Yeah.
multiple times a
like
day.
during oppressor. Too.
They got that syringe thing from video games that are keeping that dude alive.
Just a guy on the wings of the stage when he's like at the podium doing a speech, just like
Gunk.
yeah,
Yeah, they're keeping that dude alive.
Well, Tommy's looking at porn now. So
Tommy's watching porn.
Show's
It was a good
over,
time,
folks.
man.
Did I show you guys?
Peace.
should we save this on the episode or is this over? All right, bye. He's watching porn.
Porno.